the suburbs. Big homes, big cars, and increasingly big bills. This is Buffalo Grove, Illinois, just outside of Chicago. Studies show that people here spend almost a quarter of their income on transportation. And it's no surprise, really. $3.70 a gallon, $4.29 a gallon, $9 and okay, that's gotta be a joke because that's just ridiculous. Or that's San Francisco. Gas prices are going up, and meanwhile, the price on your home is dropping like a rock. Here in Buffalo Grove, home prices dropped by 8% in 2007. In Chicago, meanwhile, the price drop hasn't been quite so drastic. One neighborhood, the 60618 zip code, housing prices actually went up last year by nearly 10%. And it's not just Chicago. Portland, Pittsburgh, Los Angeles, homes in places that were closer to the city center lost less of their value. So what does gas price have to do with the price of your home? Well, Buffalo Grove seems built on this idea that you need distance between where you live and anything else. In neighborhoods like this one, you drive to the city for work. And trust me, I made this drive from Chicago. It's a long drive.
I would just like to point out that the whole point in doing this on a Sunday instead of on a weekday was to avoid getting into a traffic jam. And here's where we're at now.
But it's not just the commute. In Buffalo Grove, you drive to the store, you drive to the coffee shop. If you want to go out to dinner and see a movie, the nearest theater is almost 4 miles away. Now, I know, 4 miles isn't that bad. 4 miles is a hearty walk or a nice bike ride. But do you see a bike path anywhere on these roads? Trying to find a bike path out here is like, well, it's like trying to find a bike path in the suburbs. I spent $17.65 in gas driving here from the city and heading out to see a movie. That's it. By contrast, take my neighborhood in Chicago. Within 4 blocks, there's a grocery store, there's a movie theater, coffee shop, another coffee shop, dry cleaners, a post office, yoga studio, a bar, another bar, Greek bakery, and a pirate-themed laundromat. And I can walk to all of these places. Maybe that's why transportation costs in Chicago are about half what people spend in Buffalo Grove, around 15%. People in Buffalo Grove put up to 28% of their income into their cars. Way back in ye olden days, when gas cost $1.25 a gallon, maybe all this driving made sense. You could just drive out far enough till you could afford a big house. But when gas starts touching $4 a gallon, you can see how people spend so much of their income on transportation, and how a mortgage out here looks a lot less affordable when everywhere you might need to go involves getting in the car. Top that off with a nice long commute every morning, and you can see how one of these big houses way out here, away from everything, might not be so desirable. Look, for suburban sprawl to work, you've got to have cheaper gas. And I'm not holding my breath for that to happen anytime soon. And besides, I hate driving in traffic. For CEOs for Cities, I'm Scotty Iseri.